Welcome back to the VC3 News Update. First in our local news stories. Sandals Resort International has acquired the Buckerment-based spa and resort, which has been closed since 2016. At a signing ceremony held yesterday, the company announced that it will open a new beaches resort property in SVG. This is the 8th island in the Caribbean for the brand and a new destination. The property will be completely transformed to become the 4th beaches resort property with the Sandals portfolio. There are currently beaches resorts in Jamaica and Turks and Caicos. Speaking at yesterday's event, Mr. Adam Stewart, Deputy Chairman of Sandals Resorts International, said that his company received an invitation to come to SVG since 2016 from the Minister of Finance, the Honorable Camilla Gonsalves.
In 2016, Camilla Gonsalves wrote me a letter knowing that I was in the neighborhood in Barbados with my team doing something extraordinary, and he invited me over to have a look. I said, have a look? What do you mean, Camilla? I said, well, you never know, you know. Come and drink a one beer with me and make we explore the options for the future. And today, as I got on the plane and as I thought about how frictionless this process has been, and we've done this a few times in the Caribbean, but Honorable Prime Minister, it would be remiss of me not to highlight the professionalism, the way in which the government has approached dealing with our great company, how seamless but hardworking everyone has rallied to see to it that in this time of uncertainty, conversations that have been years in the making, but towards the end of 2019 and early 2020, in January specifically, where the Honorable Prime Minister and Camilo, myself, and my chairman sat in Miami and put this deal more or less together. When we learned of the closure of the global aviation industry, and by extension the borders of hospitality, not in the Caribbean and certainly not in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but worldwide, some 3-4 months ago, I started to have doubt myself that this day would ever be.
Stewart further stated that the island of SVG is beyond extraordinary and the relationships already established are nothing short of world class.
Your island is beyond extraordinary. Our relationship with the team members that already work in our company from your beautiful country is nothing short of world class. We as a company feel and commit that we are going to be your best partner in tourism. We cannot help you in certain other industries, but in hospitality, we're going to bring something to this destination that's going to uplift not Buckerment Bay, not Sandals Resorts. See the flag, love me, man. Not only Sandals Resorts International and specifically beaches, but we expect every tide in tourism to rise with us as we play our part to bring accelerated airlift, training and development, non-bonded, for any and everyone who walks through the future of what we're going to build here.
The Sandals Deputy Chairman said that they are going to build a hotel, after which it is fully executed, will have something between 350 and 30 and 350 suites and possible from 1 to up to 5 bedroom suites.
We're going to build a product because it should be said that in 1991, 10 years into the Sandals journey, we ventured to the island of Antigua in the Eastern Caribbean, our first venture outside of Jamaica, that this is the first beaches product that will be in the Eastern Caribbean. This will mark our 8th island. This will accelerate the love affair that we have had, not just with the Caribbean, but specifically the Eastern Caribbean. We're going to build a product that is going to be designed for the multi-generational family experience. Family is timeless. It is infinite. We are going through a pandemic right now. There's still an amazing amount of insecurity that's out there. But never before in time has anything lasted forever. we are looking at this investment and this partnership with your government and your country through a future lens, a lens that is bright, a lens that says that the curiosity of travel is about energy. It's about how it makes you feel. It's about the richness of the culture of this country and about the Caribbean. It's about how we make one another feel welcome. And my company right now believes that the safest thing that we can do for the existing 14,000 team members of Sandals Resorts International is to look to the future and to create a better tomorrow than the momentary pause that we are going through of insecurity today.
Minister of Finance and Economic Planning, the Honorable Camilla Gonsalves, said the hotel facility will produce between 700 to 800 jobs for Vincentians. He further stated that in the contract signed by Sandals, it has already stated that they want to deal with local businesses and suppliers.
And I told them that when they came today, and the government told them when they came today, don't come with airy-fairy numbers, come with specifics. Tell us, so we can prepare for your arrival, how many pineapples and eggs and tomatoes will be consumed at this facility when it's up and ready. And I want the farmers and the fisher folk of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to hear these numbers and to get ready for beaches and for Sandals. 700,000 pounds of fruit and vegetables will be consumed at beaches each and every year. 82,000 pounds of pineapples, 48,000 pounds of bananas, 37,000 pounds of lettuce, 555,000 eggs, 8,000 pounds of lobster, 90,000 pounds of fish, 1,400 bottles of beer a day. They didn't mention bitter lemon. A day. 80,000 pounds of rice annually. 90,000 pounds of flour annually. And 70,000 pounds of pork annually. I want the farmers and the fisher folk to understand that a massive market for your produce is now sitting in your midst. You don't have to call a trader or a trafficker to take some boxes down to Trinidad or across to Barbados or up to the BVI. There is a market right here that wants to buy 700,000 pounds a year of fruit and vegetable and fish from the farmers and fisher folk of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That in itself is transformative.
The Minister of Finance highlighted that the government asked that specifics be provided, and it was revealed in the contract that 700 pounds of fruits, vegetables and fish will be consumed at Sandals Beach each year.
They want to deal with local hardware stores. They want to deal with local suppliers of food and beverage. They want to deal with local tradespersons and contractors. And in particular, they want to deal with local farmers. And I want to read some of these numbers for you to break down the extent of the impact that Sandals will have. First of all, the contract also says that Sandals will procure locally produced agricultural goods and seafood from Vincentian farmers and fisher folk, subject to their availability and quality. And we repeatedly in this document commit the Sandals Corporation to not import all their food from Miami or elsewhere, but to buy their food and their fish from Vincentian farmers and Vincentian fisher folk.
A tropical storm watch for Tropical Storm Gonzalo was issued for SVG as at 8 a.m. today, according to reports. At 5 p.m. on Wednesday, the center of Tropical Storm Gonzalo was approximately 9.9 degrees north and 45 degrees west. The storm is moving east-westward at 14 miles per hour with a maximum sustained winds near 50 miles per hour and possesses a minimum central pressure of 1,000 millibars. Additional strengthening is forecast during the next few days, and Gonzalo is expected to become a full hurricane by Thursday. The necessary watches warnings will be issued by the SVG Met Services. In COVID news, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has recorded 2 new COVID-19 cases with the receipt of results from the Carrefour Public Health Lab. One case arrived on the American Airlines 945 flight on Saturday, July 11th, and is a contact of a positive case on that flight. The second case detected on entry screening arrived from St. Lucia on Sunday, July 19th. Both persons are in isolation and the process of contact tracing and informing has commenced. 8 persons were classified as recovered after the verification process. St. Vincent and the Grenadines therefore currently has 15 active COVID-19 cases. A total of 52 COVID-19 cases have been recorded, with 37 recoveries and 0 deaths. The importance of strict compliance to all quarantine and isolation orders is necessary. It is only by complying with these orders and the use of masks in public spaces that the spread of COVID-19 can be controlled in SVG. Also on the local scene, the Taiwanese ambassador to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Calvin Ho, has expressed the view that all Vincentians will benefit from the intelligent bus management and monitoring system, which was officially launched here this week. The project involves the installation of CCTV cameras in Kingstown and several other areas across the country, and the equipping of participating bus with electronic devices which would transmit information to specific bus stops across the country. The project has been funded by the government of Taiwan and the government of SVG. The ambassador, while delivering remarks at the launch, said that the project facilitates a safer environment for persons using public transport. The launch also marked the official opening of the E-Bus and Security Operations Center located at the Kittels Police Station. And finally, on the local scene, police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the shooting death of Corinne Latchman Charles, a 35-year-old port officer of Fairburn Pasture, which occurred on the 23rd of July 2020. According to investigation, the police were informed of a female in distress in the community of Fairburn Pasture with what appeared to be gunshots about her body. She was subsequently rushed to the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital to seek medical attention but later died. A post-mortem examination will be conducted to ascertain the cause of death. The police are therefore seeking the assistance of the public in obtaining any information that will lead to the apprehension and prosecution of the offenders in this matter. Persons with information are asked to contact the Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of crime at 784-456-1339 or the officer in charge of the South Central Division at 784-458-4200 or any police officer or police station they are comfortable with. All information will be treated with confidentiality. Investigations are ongoing. That's all local stories. Next, regionally, Cuba sets example with successful COVID-19 strategy.